Hello, I hope you can hear me. My name's Artis Athmary, and I am your instructor for this particular course. In order to get to this Hangout on Air, you should be able to go into your email and find a link to it, or go into the events inside Google+. I am trying to share my screen. I turned it off. Here I am. I'm going to try to go back and share a screen and try to go to the whole screen. Not working. And I'm going to share a screen and Google Hangouts. Not working. I'm going to share a screen and try my Comcast unread mail. And let's see if I can take us to www.myitlab.com and also to Canvas. I'm going to start in Canvas, and we're going to be using both Canvas and My IT Lab along with Google Plus in this community. So along the left-hand side, you should have a shorter list than I do here, but the home page has information about getting into the community and some information about the enrolling in My IT Lab. We'll be using this for some assignments. So I'll click on the assignments tab, and the assignments that will show up here are basically the discussions. And at the beginning of the semester, I have some short discussions that relate to what you're talking about. And then there are discussions for one of your textbooks, which is called Visualizing Technology. Notice that they're all graded discussions, and to get full credit, you must respond to 2 of your classmates. So it's very important that you post early in the week so that other students can read your post, you can read theirs, and have something to respond to. There are a few assignments that are in here. Again, all the due dates are here. And then at the end of the semester, your information from a collaborative project, which is worth 10% of your grade, will also be posted into Canvas. The rest of the materials will be done in My IT Lab. So I'm going to go over to My IT Lab, and you have to have 3 things to sign in here. The support for students is pretty complete. If you have questions, you can reference this link, and it will explain that students need to have an email address, a course ID, which has been posted in Canvas for you, and either the access code, which comes with the books that you purchase, or your credit card. It also has the capability to allow you to get if you click on the OK Register now, you can get a temporary access to the course that will last for 2 weeks until you can make arrangements to buy the full access code, which is either the textbook or that has the access code in it, or purchasing it on the website. Either way is fine with me. The most cost-effective is to buy the access code from Pearson and use the ebooks that are built into my IT lab. I'm going to log in to my IT lab. When you log in, the first time you'll be using this to register on a regular basis, you'll go to the login. You will click on the version of Office that we're using, which is 2013, and then you will enter your username. I'm going to enter mine and my password. If I happen to forget my password, I could click on this link and they will send me my ability to change my password by the email that I use to register. So I'm going to sign in. Let me try that again. One more time. The exact same thing. I have a number of different courses that are listed here. You should perhaps only have one or two if you're taking any other courses that are using Pearson. They'll also be listed here. This is our course, and the code is BCCC43342. I'm going to click on that, and I will go into student view so that my screen will look like yours. The first thing that you'll see when you get in is a student getting started. There is a little setup for your computer. The biggest thing that needs to be done is to set the screen resolution and to allow pop-ups. So those are the two things that are most important. There is a complete user guide, and if you click on that user guide, it'll give you more information on what to do, and there is information for Mac users there also. The Mac solution is to use a virtual machine, so it runs a little bit slower, but everything in my IT lab will work except for the grader projects. And the grader projects, you must be using Office 2013, which is not available for the Mac. Okay. The next thing you could look at is some notifications, and the notifications are going to show you if there's any homework coming back to you with graded. If there's any alerts that have been set, if there's any instructor comments, they would be listed here, and you can click on them here and in the middle and be able to read them. If there's an unread discussion, that'll let you know, and it will also let you see your own progress in the course. If you can see your progress, I can see your progress also, and it will indicate here the things that you have completed and the time on task. Anytime you see a little folder, you can open a folder and look inside. This is the welcome, and these are folders. So number one is giving you more about the resources and actually installing it. And I'm going to click on the folder. It may or may not have information in there. When I go back to here, I can go into another folder. There are pre-tests, and these are all notifications. It would show you your grade, and it'll also tell us both what your grade was, how much of the content you completed in that particular module, and the amount of time that you spent on task. So I'm going to close that. The next thing that you should look at is the course materials. And the course materials will show you anything that's visible. It should show you the welcome folder. You will have different 8 modules in this particular course. And as we get to the end of the welcome folder, which is this week, module number 1 will appear above here. So each week or every other week, when the module is available to you, it will automatically show, and the ones that are here will be bumped down. So I'm going to go into the welcome folder. This is a little bit bigger. You can see all of the information, go through all of these items. And in this, you'll be showing me various things that you can do. You're in this particular number 2, you're asked to read the syllabus and complete an assignment. So this is a link. Notice it's a piece of paper. It's a link to the course syllabus. It's going to open up as a Word document. And this is an assignment. It has a piece of paper with a pencil. On the course format, I will open that. And it's going to open in Word. It's going to download, and then I can open it in Word, and I have it. This is the complete course format. It's tells you everything about the course. It's telling you here that if you have bought the e-text, which comes with the access code, and you then decide you would like a hard copy of the book, there is a coupon to upgrade. So this is probably the most reasonable way to purchase the materials. It has the schedule and sometimes additional notes. You can get a student version of Office 2013 for discount at the bookstore, at the Pearson bookstore. So there's a link there that you can follow. Each week, this is the week ending. This is next Sunday, and certain things will be due next Sunday. Anything in the welcome folder is due by next Sunday, and there are some things in there that you can earn extra credit. The rest of the semester, basically, you can see at the beginning, we have something due the following week, and then the 15th and the 22nd. And the things that are listed here on the 25th, I won't count late until the 22nd. I just wanted to give you a pacing here. You need to complete chapters 1 through 4 and Word before you take the first test, which is scheduled for the week ending February 23rd. Notice these are all due on February 22nd. You may take the test anytime during the weekend, starting from Friday, 12 a.m. through Sunday. Through Monday, 12 p.m. to midnight. And the test will be on Visualizing Technology, chapters 1 through 4, and Word, chapters 1 through 4. When you do the chapters, there are always two things for the chapter that you must complete. One is a discussion question, which is found in Course Canvas, and the other is a multiple choice quiz on the chapter. After you've read the chapter, you'll take the quiz. You can take the quiz 3 times, and the highest grade is recorded. In every one of the app chapters, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Access, you're asked to complete a simulation test, which everybody can complete, even those who are using the Mac, because it's using a simulator of Office, and it will work there. So and a grader project. The grader project asks you to download a file, manipulate it in some way, and upload it for grading. So on these homework assignments, you can do them 3 times, and the highest grade is recorded. All of the due dates are due for the entire semester. I would ask that you try to get them done before the last time, day. They're always doing a Sunday night. You may have hardware problems or something like that. If you wait to the very last day, you have some time. You should be able to hand them in earlier and know that they're done on time. That will also help if you get the discussions posted, or at least your prompt, so that everybody can read your prompt and reply to at least 2. So there's always a discussion question and a quiz on the Visualizing Technology, and there's always a sim test and grader project on the application. By the middle of April, we'll be taking the last of the 3 unit tests, and then we will be concentrating for the last 3 weeks or so on the collaboration project. You will be working with your classmates and doing a collaboration project. And something is due each week to keep you on task. And then there's part of it is a personal part of the project that you must complete, and there is the group project itself. So there's individual grading combined with group grading. And there is a departmental final exam that must be proctored. Please read the other information that's recorded here, so you can succeed in this class. That's my job, is to help you succeed in this class. The grading criteria assignment asks you to indicate this information of the grading and testing and grading. 40% of your grade will be on the assignments. 20% will be on the unit tests. 20% will be on a departmental final exam that has both a multiple choice test on Visualizing Technology and a hands-on test on the applications. 10% is on the collaboration project, and 10% is on your participation in this class. You do have an opportunity to earn some extra credit. I think this is down here. It talks a little bit in here about if the assignments are late, they will be 5% will be deducted per day of late, and that's an automatic thing. And if it's more than, if you not hand it in by the end of that particular module or before the test, a 0 is recorded for that assignment. When you're doing the hands-on things or the grader projects inside my IT lab, it has the program has the building capability to check integrity. And if you're sharing a computer with a friend, make sure that you don't upload their files by mistake. It will identify both your name and the person's name that you uploaded. So please be aware that that will be counted as cheating. Here's an explanation of each of the types of activities and the final exam. And there is an ability to earn some extra credit. They will be announced, and it'll be identified as extra credit. Sometimes it'll be through the discussion. Sometimes it will be on a page. If you need some help, try going to the www.myitlab.com and clicking on support. But remember, I'm here to help you and answer your questions. If you're struggling, get to me as soon as you can. We'll schedule a time together that we can share a screen, answer your questions, and make sure that you can be successful in this class. I've been teaching this class for a long time, and I will help you in any way I can to make sure you earn your A in this particular class. It does take time. It's going to take more time for those people that are not familiar with the applications, a little bit less for others. But this is a 3-credit course, and you should anticipate spending between 9 and 12 hours each week on this coursework. So plan your work accordingly, schedule your time so you can work on it and get it done. I'm going to go back into my IT lab. All work can be found on the assignment calendar, and it will show up in a minute. And all due dates will be posted. The only thing I currently have in there is what's due on in my IT lab on Sunday, February 1st. There's a blue alarm clock to indicate that something's due on that date. You're more than welcome to complete it ahead of time. You can access it from this calendar. There is a pretest on the concepts and a pretest on the apps. They will not be used towards your grade. I'm using them to find out how much you know right now as a base. And if you don't be disappointed if you don't score 100% on these. I'm assuming you will by the end of the semester. So I want to get a pretest and a post-test. You can also go to the to-do and completed. This will indicate to you anything if you click on to-do, it will indicate that anything that is assigned with a due date. And it's another place that you can click on the hyperlink and get to the things that you need to do. Okay. Notice that this one's an extra credit one. Okay. And so some things will be listed this way, and usually you have 3 attempts and the highest grade is recorded. The completed link will show you those items that you have completed and will show you your grade. Right now, I haven't completed anything, but it would show, this is today's view. This is course materials. This is assignments and grades. And the grades are also available through a tab on the left-hand side called Grades. And this has a folder. There is another way that you can look at it. As these folders show up, you can click on the folders to see the assignments. So if I go down to the pre-tests, it will actually show me those grades. And this is my particular grades on those two things. Or well, actually, it's the class average. My grade would be here. And then this little circle with the arrow in it will take you back and out of it. There's another view which shows you all of the items in my IT lab, and by the end of the semester, you will have completed all of these items, and we'll have grades posted in here. Okay. If you have any questions, please email me inside Canvas. I'm going to go back into Canvas. Two things that are available in Canvas for you is that there is a discussion help desk that you're welcome to post a question there. If it's the kind of thing that you would do and raise your hand in a classroom situation, I'd ask you to post it to help desk. Maybe one of your classmates can answer it for you. I will be monitoring that, and if the person answers correctly, probably not put my own 2 cents in, but if the answer could be improved, I will definitely make sure that the blind are not leading the blind to oblivion. But you can also click on the box up here where it says inbox, and you have the ability to email me directly inside there. So when you say you're going to compose a new message and you select the course and you are CISU 110 E60, you can get a listing and you want to send email to me, and you might say, might want to say, I am having trouble on XYZ, and we do a hangout so that you can check what I am doing. When we do a hangout, you can take control of the screen and show me what's happening. I can be like standing behind your shoulder and say, well, this is why it's happening, try this. And you can send that message to me. And along the left-hand side, you can see that you'll be able to have a copy of that message, and so will the person. Okay, I'm seeing Michael has a question here. Okay, I hope that he got in. All right. And if I go back up to inbox, it'll refresh. And there's one message that I have not responded to here. I can change it so that I'm only looking at unread, and then I can easily see, and this is the person from Bucks County, or I can go back to see what I sent out. Okay. Or I can go to the inbox and see everything. So you have a little bit of control over that. Those are the two main things we'll be using. We're also going to be using a community. So I'm going to go into this one. I'm not quite sure how it's going to work, so bear with me. If I go to www.google.com and click, if you are not a member of Google Plus, it'll have plus and the word you. When you click on plus you, it will let you join the Google Plus community. So I'm going to click on plus Arta, which is my first name. And the information, this is, may get it pretty confused because I'm using Google to show Google. So I have a problem. They may be having a problem with that. Under, it says it's trying to load another copy. The things that you would want to look at is this menu, and when you have a drop down, it'll list all of the tools that you have available, one of which is communities. Right now, I am at my main page, and I don't think that it's going to let me do anything else, but there is definitely an ability to use Google. I'm going to stop this right now so that this is the part of it, of the presentation that will be shared on YouTube.